What's good, YouTube? It's your boy SKY Jordan. In today's video, we're going to be talking about some things that a lot of YouTube engineers won't tell you. People think like people keep secret sauce, a secret, whatever. But listen, I'm going to really talk to you right here and kind of put you on game on what you need to look for. Because when it comes to YouTube, you definitely can learn how to record. You can get tips and tricks on mixing, mastering. You can see what gear to use, how to use plugins, different ways to use it. YouTube can be helpful. So make sure you watch this video to the end. First thing that YouTube engineers won't tell you is that you cannot fix everything in the mix every single time, all right? This shit that fixing in the mix shit fucks up a lot of artists right here because they think they can give a lazy, dull, trash vocal performance, and just mixing it alone will make it sound amazing, will add the energy, add the emotion. Listen, if you don't record with energy, you don't record with emotion, you're not going to be able to add that in the mix. Alright, there's not a plugin that's going to give you a certain vocal tone that you can have to record in or portray the emotion that you have to record in, you know. So if you're recording too inconsistent, you might be able to fuck with that with a compressor, with some automation to kind of get the volumes together. But if you're going from recording up here, then you're going way back here, you're going over here, you're sitting there and a lot of those, a lot of like mouth noises, or you're sitting here bumping the microphone. Listen, you can't fix that in the mix. It's certain things in the mix that you're not going to be able to fix, all right? So if you need to record clean takes, record them over and over and over and over. Work on your recording, all right? Everything cannot be fixed in the mix. In some instances, you might have, like I said, a little volume inconsistency. You can fix that with a compressor. You can kind of fix that with automation. But when it comes to recording, make sure you record. Put your best foot forward when it comes to recording. The second thing that YouTube engineers won't tell you for real, and just be completely honest, like me being a person with a degree, studio experience, work with industry artists, make templates, review templates, all this shit, right? Listen, vocal presets and templates, they're not the secret sauce. Hey, a lot of YouTube engineers not gonna tell you that. Look, they're not the secret sauce. You gotta look at presets and templates as tools to help you create shit faster, all right? Presets and templates, it helps speed up your workflow. It helps you figure out what you like, what you don't like, so you can have the ability to tweak the shit that you don't, say the shit that you like, and keep it moving. Because I know a lot of artists that have at least 50 to 100 vocal presets and templates, and they're still looking for presets, looking for templates. They're not satisfied with what's going on, and that's because they think the presets and the templates are the secret sauce. Everybody thinks that Yeat preset is the shit that made him famous, but look, Yeat preset is on the internet for free. People done saw this shit over and over and over and over and over, and guess what? People are finding out that it's not the preset, it's not the template. You still got to be able to use the tool that you have and mix it with your artistry so you can create better songs. You still got to perform well, all right? You got to look at it. The microphone is a tool, the computer is a tool, the DAW is a tool, the preset, the plugin, all that shit is a tool. What really matters at the end of the day is you, the artist, all right? You, the engineer. Whatever you can do, that's what you can do. So learn how to mix, learn the plugins, learn what they can do, what not to do, learn what sounds good for your voice. And the third thing a lot of YouTube engineers won't tell you is that only watching mixing tutorials is not gonna make you better. And keywords being only watching, right? If you're watching a tutorial, you need to apply it. Applied knowledge or applied information is way better than just watching it to say you watched it, right? Because until you try to do what you watched, you ain't really learned shit, right? So if you watch a Wavy Wayne vocal on how to EQ vocals and you like the way that he did something or tried something with the EQ, you need to watch it, okay, figure out what he did, then try to apply it yourself, because experience is going to be your best teacher. You can watch somebody shoot a 3-pointer all day, but until you shoot a 3-pointer, you're not going to learn how to shoot threes. You're not going to work on your perfect form. Or if you watch Help Me Devon do something on saturation or compression and you like it and he broke it down on how you could understand it a little bit better, okay, cool. But what you're gonna have to do, you gotta take it a step further. You're gonna have to apply the compression technique yourself on a vocal yourself to see if it's gonna work and see how you need to adjust it. Like I said, when it comes to this YouTube shit, it's a lot of dope ass engineers out here, all right? A lot of dope ass engineers. People can learn different techniques, different methods from these engineers on YouTube, right? We're in a great time. It's very dope, right? Because there's a lot of engineers, there's a lot of creators. We can learn from everybody. So keep that in mind, right? Every video that you watch, try to retain some of that information. Go apply it to like real world use, because just because you know something doesn't mean like you know it until you actually have to use it. So try to practice on it, use it as much as you can. So if you watch a mixing video, you watch a recording video, you watch a plugin video, go and try to apply whatever you just watched in real life. And the fourth thing that YouTube engineers won't tell you all the time is that engineers actually matter, right? There's a couple of YouTubers out there that would tell you like, yo, you don't need engineers this, engineers that, blah, 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 blah. Listen, you're gonna have to learn how to mix from somebody. The people that learned how to mix, they tend to be engineers, right? If you want to learn how to mix like Kanye West mixes his songs, or the people that mix his songs, it would be better to learn it from the people that actually work with Kanye vocals, right? Wouldn't that make more sense? Because if you go to med school to be a doctor, you're learning from doctors. You know what I'm saying? Doctors help create the curriculum for all this shit. You're learning from doctors. If you're going to law school, the people that put together the curriculum for law are lawyers, right? So engineers are needed in the audio world because there are people that know the ins and outs of the technical aspects of all this shit, some of the best common practices, right? So you can watch YouTube videos, learn how to engineer. But one thing, people do not need to disrespect the engineer, because the engineer is one of the most disrespected roles in music. And another thing, when it comes to engineers really mattering, those are the people that's on YouTube giving back, right? Those tend to be the people that's been doing this shit for a minute, or they good at doing some shit and they want to be able to help other people get good at some shit, or be able to help them out with a preset or a template, some shit like that. Listen, engineers really do matter, right? So if you got a dope ass engineer in your life, whatever, you know what I'm saying, hit them up, her up, hit them up, just tell them like, yo, I appreciate you, whatever. If anybody's ever taught you anything with engineering shit, just hit them up and tell them that you appreciate them, right? Because engineers really do matter. A lot of YouTube engineers will not tell you, and this right here is so true, right? They won't tell you that this mixing, this engineering shit, the recording, mixing, mastering, all of this stuff is preference based, right? Like, everybody hears things differently, does things differently, was taught things differently, inspired differently, all right? So what this engineer does, this engineer might not do. What this engineer does right here, this one over here might not do. These three might do the same thing, these five might do something completely different. Music is completely subjective. So if one person cuts 150 on the low cut of a vocal, that doesn't mean that's the industry standard on EQ in a vocal. There's a lot of different ways you can get a quote-unquote industry standard mix. It's not like a step-by-step method that everybody follows. If it was a step-by-step method everybody could follow, everybody would have industry standard mixes, everyone would have hit songs on the Billboard. It just doesn't work that way, all right? Mastering is different, you know, like all this shit is preference based. So a person that's taught like traditionally, they're gonna look at music and mixing a little bit differently versus the person that was taught just from YouTube, versus the person that was threw into it, like just threw in there like, yo, I learned all this shit on my own. Like, it's completely different. So that's one thing, like a lot of YouTube engineers won't tell you that, because like I remember as my channel was growing, in the process of it growing, like people would comment, be like, but such and such said you're supposed to do it this way, and then another person would be like such and such said you're supposed to do it this way, and then like such and such said you're supposed to do it this way. But listen, every like 10 people can be correct about how to EQ a vocal. It just depends on the situation. 10 people can be correct about how to compress a vocal and show it 10 different ways and it be correct, right? Like, it just depends on the vocal that you're working with, the desired sound, all this other shit. So don't really put too much into like doing shit on YouTube is law, because depending on what you're going for, what you're looking for, like it's different options on how to get there. If you want a brighter vocal, it's like 25 different ways you can get a bright vocal, you know. If you want a telephone effect, it's like 25 different ways you can get a telephone effect. If you want to do a deep vocal, like the screwed up voice, it's like 20 different ways you can get a screwed up voice. It's not like one set way. And you need to understand this. Like I said, most YouTube engineers won't tell you this. All of this shit is preference based. It's like cooking. Some people like chocolate chip cookies with an absorbent amount of chocolate chip cookies. Me personally, I only want like maybe 5 chocolate chips in my cookies because I don't really like chocolate like that. But I hope you get what I'm saying, right? Some people like pan pizza, some people like thin crust, some people like hand tossed. You know, it depends. So it's all preference based. But listen, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy SKY Jordan. I'm out of it. Alright, cool.